Well, there are a number of things. Some of them are the big things. The design of the guitar is set up so that it never sounds muddy. It's got a pure tone. I mean, since my gig really, it sort of developed into this thing where I'm always playing melodies and solos, melodies and solos. I had to make sure that the instrument was always giving a very pure, not overly bassy, overly bright tone. And that has a lot to do with the wood and the size of the wood. As far as comfort goes, this thing has no hard edges. I mean, look at that. It's never going to cut into your arm or your body or anything like that. Pickups, fantastic DiMarzio pickups. I've gone through so many different ones as we've refined the idea of creating that original voice. And, these pickups should be able to capture your personality. And so I've always shied away from any pickups that would homogenize my sound and make me sound like somebody else, and make sure that it sort of heightens all those things that make you who you are. The Sustainiac, an amazing tool. It's a beautiful active pickup that kind of sounds like a really sweet 59 PAF from a vintage Les Paul, and somewhat Stratocaster-like. You can turn the thing on by lifting that up like that, and you can get the 3 different octaves by the mini switch. You can pull up the volume control, and you can get a high pass filter, so you can, even at the highest gain settings, you can get this thing to clean up and be really chimey for those Telly or Strat kind of tones. You don't have to bother with splitting coils, which I think never sounds really very good. Then there's the neck compound radius. The reason why I love these, instead of having something that's totally flat, like a flamenco guitar or some more metal oriented guitars that have a completely flat radius, is that I found that when there is a generous radius going on, it will help your vibrato sound more original. And it's curious. I mean, I own guitars that have that flat radius, and they can be really great for legato playing and just evening things out. But sometimes you don't want to be even. You know what I mean? You want your quirkiness to really be noticeable to people, to separate yourself. And then finally, I'd say the wood is great. The Babinga stripe and the maple neck and the rosewood fretboard, I think, are just fantastic combinations for stability and tone. And the JS models come in both alder bodies or basswood bodies, depending on how much mid-range you like in your sound. And that is really geeking out.